When we scan a landscape, our brains run a rapid-fire sorting algorithm, separating what is alive from the background scenery based on a few simple rules. Take a moment to scan this patch of ground. Try to spot the living organism hiding right out in the open. It's difficult because human perception relies on specific botanical cues. We expect a plant to have green leaves, a stem, or branches reaching up toward the sun. When an environment lacks those familiar markers, our visual processing categorizes everything in front of us as inanimate rock. But that categorization fails when a solid stone begins splitting open to reveal a delicate flower pushing through the center. This level of camouflage succeeds by weaponizing our own cognitive biases, turning our expectations of what life looks like into a blind spot. This biological anomaly has a name: the lithops. This image shows how lithops replicate a whole spectrum of colors, from deep reds to muted greens, while maintaining heavy, bulbous, rock-like shapes. These mottled patterns and textures on the surface mimic natural fissures and mineral veins found in real geological formations. Despite projecting the dense, impenetrable aura of a mineral, every inch of this organism is composed of vulnerable plant tissue. Most desert wildflowers, like these yellow and purple blooms, stand out vividly against the gravel, relying on height and color to attract pollinators. The lithops has abandoned these traditional traits, sacrificing visibility for the safety of absolute visual deception. This environment in South Africa is the primary habitat where these plants have evolved. Underneath this intense heat and constant lack of water, the soil is dry and provides almost zero natural shelter. In an ecosystem this starved for moisture, appearing as a juicy green plant makes an organism an immediate target for any thirsty herbivore passing through. By remaining seamlessly integrated into the gravel, the lithops becomes invisible to those predators, effectively hiding in plain sight. In these desolate stretches of the world, looking exactly like a lifeless stone is a prerequisite for survival. Identifying these plants requires looking past the surface and recognizing a biological process working within a mineral shell. This cross-section shows the mechanical cost of the disguise. 90% of its water-storing bulk remains buried deep below the soil. The exposed hops act as translucent windows, funneling sunlight down to activate chloroplasts safely buried within the subterranean tissue. It is an extreme evolutionary trade-off, giving up height and spread for the protection of absolute stealth. Looking at this landscape with a skeptical eye reveals that many of these stones are actually active biological participants in this ecosystem. The lithops proves that nature's most sophisticated survival tool isn't always sharp teeth or speed, but the perfect, quiet illusion of being nothing at all.